Lock it in, yeah. It's the Joe Lockett Show. Lock it in, yeah. It's the Joe Lockett Show. Lock it in. Are you ready to be entertained, educated? A little stimulation for your brain. Lock it in. Are you ready to learn? Are you ready to laugh? Are you ready to love? Then lock it in, yeah. It's the Joe Lockett Show. Lock it in, yeah. It's the Joe Lockett Show. Lock it in, lock it in. It's the Joe Lockett Show.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy Joe Lockett. It's 6 minutes after the hour. You guys locked into your favorite evening ride. How you guys doing, man? Right on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, X, YouTube. We see you guys. Thanks for joining the show today. We got a lot to get into. The DNC was all fired up last night doing their stuff. I don't know if Nephew gonna talk about that in the news today, but
yeah, I'm putting all my stuff together now.
You putting it all together?
Yeah,
you got a lot of stuff to get into.
Yeah, we got nothing but news. Nothing but news.
Well, I got some news to give you. I'm not gonna be here for about 30 minutes.
Yeah,
and so I'm sorry, but I got to go.
Mm-hmm.
I got things. Well, I got prior engagements that, got to go pay the bills, sir.
I got you.
I gotta go
pay the bills.
You know what I'm saying? So
pay the bills.
I need more people. If more people subscribe to the show, did the subscription of $4, I could stay here. But
we ain't got to strip like that.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't got to go ahead and go stripping, y'all. So y'all make sure y'all subscribe on YouTube and TikTok to keep me from having to go strip. Hit the like button. How y'all doing? Rocky, how you doing? Carlos, how you doing? What's up, big dog? Candy Girl, what's going on? Yanani Lean, Rosie, how you doing? Pebbles in the building. Man, Pebbles been hanging out with us often. I like that. Appreciate you, Pebbles. Lady J always hanging out with us.
Yeah, she has been around
Smith,
for
how you
a minute.
doing? Yeah, Pebbles is part of the fan club now. You know what I'm saying? They Locketeers. I got to call them Locketeers now. I appreciate that. Lady J is always in the building. What's going on? Sean, what's going on? I hope everybody's good right there. Thanks for the likes there, baby girl. Lady J is lighting up the like button over there. Oof. You know what I'm saying? The Locketeers, I got to give them. They be when they come on, they see that the likes are not there, they get in and start hitting the like button. Y'all, I need y'all to follow the Locketeers. That's what I'm gonna start calling y'all.
The Locketeers.
The Locketeers. They volunteers. They lock it in and they volunteer to hit that like button. I appreciate that.
Like, it's similar to Three Musketeers.
Yeah, but it's the Locketeers.
Like the chocolate bar.
Why come you looking like what's his name? What is the guy that wear that hat like you with the glasses on? It's a rapper. You looking like him today.
I'm looking like a rapper?
Yeah. What's the guy name?
Do you know his song?
No. But you know who the hell you're looking like right now.
Okay. I can't even pinpoint the rapper that you're talking about right now. You say I look like him?
He wear a baseball cap and he always got his initial. He got one initial on it.
Got one initial on it.
Yeah.
I don't think he a rapper. Are you talking about Mustard?
No.
You're not talking about DJ Mustard?
No. It's a rapper. I think he's a rapper. Maybe a producer, but I think he's a rapper.
I know Mustard got his.
No, I want to say it's not
name or
his name is
something.
not common, but I think his name's started with a C.
Do you know at least the coast that he on?
I just know him if I see him.
Is he
looking like?
Is
him
he
right
light
now?
skinned? Is he dark skinned?
He light skinned. You looking like him right now?
Schoolboy Q?
No, it's somebody. Somebody that's easy. He ain't got no crazy name.
He got an easy name.
He got an easy name. He wears a hat. He wears a baseball cap, and most of the time, and he does wear glasses sometimes. I think.
You talking about Chance?
Chance the rapper.
Oh my God,
that's what you're looking like. Yeah. See, Chance. Yeah, that's what you're looking like right now, bro. You got that Chance vibe going on. Yeah, hey, look at him, y'all. Don't he got that Chance to rap rapper vibe? You looking like Chance the rapper right now.
Is it because of how the hat is?
I don't know, bro. When I looked at you, that's what you remind me of, Chance the rapper.
No.
Yeah. See, I told you it was a rapper.
No.
It's Chance the rapper.
Bro,
that's what you're looking like. Real talk. You looking like Chance the rapper right now. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. See, I knew you would get it.
What we're gonna do before the 30 minutes get.
I said I knew you would get it. See, I just can remember Chance the rapper. See, I told you he was a rapper.
But Chance's beard is different.
No, I said vibe. I didn't say you look like him.
Vibe.
I said you got the Chance vibe going on over there.
Oh,
that's what I said. I get
the vibe.
Never mind. The glasses, the hat, the baseball shirt.
Yeah,
that's Chance. That's Chance, right?
That was at one point.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So when I
point.
So when I look at him, right, when I kind of glance over, I'm like, You look familiar. You like a rapper.
Oh my God.
What's up, Chance? Hey man, let's get into some of the news before I get out of here. Let's go.
Alrighty. First,
Thanks for the hearts, Lady J. Thanks for the heart, me baby.
let me get this squared.
Lady Jaden gave me 300 something likes, man, by herself. Look at her. Now look at this. I don't know why I like that saying.
Yeah, you've been on that for a minute.
Now look at this. Thank you guys.
What you heard that from TikTok?
I don't know. Thanks you on my drive home. I have one drive sometime because of traffic. Pebbles, listen to it. Like I told, that's why I be talking about y'all, man. We your even drive going home, man. I appreciate that. Pebbles out there on the road, y'all be safe, baby. She out there doing it. Man, you know, I feel like I'm back on radio again.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
It's just a different version. I'm sure you on somebody radio.
Yeah, but you know, yeah, I am. But you know, I feel like I'm on the radio. So if the kids in the car listening to your mama, this is your boy Joe Lockett. To the mamas and the dads and the kids in the school line. Hey, how y'all doing? Y'all make sure y'all be quiet and listen to the show. We got a lot of stuff going on for you. Mamas, we appreciate y'all. Truck drivers, you listen to us, man. We appreciate you. Be safe out there on the road. To everybody getting ready to go to work. Let's
don't
get it
disrespect the bus and truck drivers.
Yeah, don't be disrespecting them folks.
Don't disrespect them.
Hey, Mary, how's it going, baby?
That might be the day they go and whoop you know what.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They releasing different clips of that one now. I'm seeing the other one.
Bridges in the building. What's going on, baby?
He is bagging them. But alrighty, let's go ahead and break it in.
Let's get it, man. Let's get it.
So we'll go on with our live entertainment. Without further ado, here they are.
It's cliffhangers.
Love it. I just love it.
Well, you would be slow on how you present my stuff. Stop playing with me. Alrighty. First things first. I keep up with him. He a fellow Joe of yours. Joe Budden, he in the news.
I'm not a big fan of Joe Budden.
Yeah, which is weird. Y'all both are named Joe.
Yeah, but I've never really listened to his music, so
his music pretty straight.
I mean, it may be
he underrated,
but I didn't know he was a rapper. I knew him as a podcast before I knew him as a rapper, and that's honest.
Which most folks, I'm not mad at you saying that. I mean,
I did not know, and there's no slight to him, but I didn't know him as a rapper. I didn't even know he rapped.
I got you.
So when I heard people saying like back in the days when you rap, like, okay. And you know, come to feel, you know, he did do his thing, I guess, but he didn't get the success that some people say he should have gotten for whatever the reason may have been. Again, I don't know the history of it, not my business.
Yeah,
but he got a great podcast.
Great podcast.
Yes.
Him and Young Miami are looking like they going back and forth at it now.
I need to start going back and forth with some of these people so I can go viral.
I'm with you.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm with you. Just find an angle and
we need to start a beef with somebody.
I'm with you.
Who we need to start a beef with? We need to start a beef with the podcast.
It got to be somebody you can genuinely have some dislike for. Okay. That you can really get some content off of.
Yeah, so
they call it COE now.
Yeah, that's what it's called. So I got to find
content over everything.
Okay, so we got to find somebody. We got to get some content over everything.
Either Candace or Dr. Umar for you. Mine would be a young dude named Speed.
But see, that's that's the first thing that came to my mind was Candace Owens, but I don't want to bow to her because she's a female. And it's gonna be the same thing with Donald Trump. You know what I'm saying? That wouldn't work.
Man, whatever.
No, it wouldn't.
You just got to do it tactful. You can't bash her for being a female.
But see, I don't want to.
You just got to make her.
I don't want to battle a young lady. I don't. She's a mom. She's a wife. If we gonna get at her, I need to get at a dude. You know what I'm saying?
Then do Dr. Umar. I mean, you got the same type of dislike for him, right?
But it's political. I don't want to get into racial stuff. And you know, back and forth. I don't want to see two black folks going on politics and racial. I want to get a beef. You know what I'm saying? I want to get a beef, you know, a made up beef that we can have fun with, go back and forth on. I don't want us to be derogatory in the beef that we got.
Dog. All right. Well, let me look for some.
Yeah, because you know,
I'll let you know.
Political beef is not gonna make it. We got an election coming up. Not gonna do that.
Okay. And there ain't the time for it.
This ain't the time for that.
Okay.
And then going into a black on black beef with somebody, man. I always say
because he gonna make it. Dr. Umar's gonna make it about race.
Yeah, exactly.
He gonna make it about race.
And I've always said if I got a problem with somebody that much, I should pick up the phone to try to get in touch with them. If I got a problem, I'm not gonna reach out to them through social media.
Speaking of got a problem and not reaching out, Miami calls out Joe Budden, says he's a bully, yada yada yada. After laughing at
someone told me to shout them out. Regina, last sister, how you doing, baby?
After laughing at one of his accomplishments, He got a plaque from Def Jam back when he was doing the interview with LL Cool J, which is a really, really, really good interview. He got a plaque from LL because he part of Def Jam. And
who?
LL.
I know LL is. Yeah, he
and
made
Joe
Def Jam.
was too.
Oh, okay, well, you know that.
But during the label when he was still active, he was under Def Jam. So he got him a plaque off of one of his biggest hits.
Mm-hmm.
And he gave it to him to congratulate him. Hey, and it was a plaque for how his song is doing now that it's streaming.
Mm-hmm.
And she laughed at it. She's like, laughing at you because you a rapper and you claim to have all this critique about all these other successful rappers, but you only got gold for your plaque. So from there, escalated to their back and forth, him not really going back at her, but kind of trying to laugh it off. And her really, really digging in and then bringing up receipts. I'm going to be honest. This is my quick take on it. You really look bad, Young Miami. Only your fans will get where you're coming from off of whatever you claim was where you are reacting from. That itself was out of context. Because if you go back to what she sent out, as a result of her, doing what she's doing now, it was on the lines of how her own podcast was doing and how it was getting rewards. But most other folks, when they saw the rewards that she was getting, they only critique was you're putting her in the same boat of other folks that not only outdo her with numbers, but also with how we distribute, how many episodes we bring out. It was kind of like an unfair matchup. It's like putting the new hottest thing on the block, but then comparing him to somebody.
It's like putting us up there with Joe Budden right now.
Exactly. Yeah. We do our thing.
Yeah.
We do our thing. I don't care. I like Joe Budden, but let's be honest. We do our thing.
We better than Joe Budden.
But he's also been doing this.
Yeah.
And at a very high clip. So a lot of folks was like, hey, man.
I get to him. He's mastered and figured out the game of podcasting, which we're still figuring it out.
Yeah. So it was like, it wasn't like to slight. It was just, it wasn't the same type of, you know what I mean? So the reward didn't seem the same. Right. It was more critique on how you do rewards than it was her. She felt the way about it. Now, from him, I guess whatever he was doing, because he did make content out of it. He been doing this. Yeah. She didn't like it. She's sending out stuff, and now
they're going back and forth.
And
that's something I wish I could talk with you about, but I think that's a great topic to talk about on the show today.
Okay.
How do men and women take critiques?
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? I think that'd be really good because can a man handle a critique from a woman? Can a woman handle a critique from a man? I think that'll be a great conversation. I'm not going to be, I got to get him about 10 minutes, y'all, but I would love, and I'll probably try to chime in if I can. But yeah, that'll be a great conversation to have.
Alrighty. Next up, speaking of critiques, can men handle critiques? Apparently, I've been seeing this bubble up, and I saw the original video.
Yeah.
But there was a guy, he was making a video with his daughters, and he said a real man does not pay 50% of the bills. It's only 100%.
Yeah, a real man that can afford it.
He said a man, period. No, if you got a female or you got kids,
okay, but that's bullshit.
For no reason should they have to worry or
bullshit.
It be a 50-50 on your wife's end or your girl end.
Hold on. Men that say that making the bank to be able to do that. And that's fine.
Which is much respect.
And like I said, and I'm not knocking that, but in today's world, a lot of men don't have the market share, the market value, the skills in the marketplace to make enough money to support a family and pay for everything 100%. Most men don't have that. Most men wish they could.
Oh yeah,
but that's not the reality of it. So, is it a perfect world where back in the 1960s and 70s when a man could do that? Yes, but reality is, bruh, it ain't too many men out there. If they take their wife paycheck away from the house, that they're gonna live the way they live.
I mean, man, but this part's
like I said,
dumb critique.
Yeah, because no, I get them, and I wish like right now, if someone moved into my house, the way I'm living, right, I could take care of everything. But if you want to move and upgrade to something else and go to get cars, and the kids want something, you got to go get kids. My salary don't do that, bro. What I bring in every monthly is not going to take care of that. I'm going to need help, and that's just the honest God truth, right? So should a man go ahead and get a second job or a third job? That's fine, but he'll never be at home. So I love what he's saying, But let me ask you this: the guy that's doing this 100%, is he a good husband? Is he gonna be a good father?
You never know.
You know what I'm saying?
You
No, I'm saying
probably not.
because to make enough money to make $150,000, $200,000 a year to take care of your family, that means your ass is working a lot, bro. If you ain't an entrepreneur, right? If you're an entrepreneur, you're probably working double. But for the most part, you working a hell of a lot.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So for him to say that, that's great on the money end. And like I said, it's a beautiful thing if you can do it. But I would love to know that the men that are doing 100%, how are you as a father and how are you as a husband?
Yeah, because I would imagine some had to fall.
And some don't fall, bro. Like I said, unless you born with a silver spoon in your mouth, bro, you working.
And at that case, I don't know.
So
how
I would say at the end of the day, would a woman want a man to be taking care of everything and he ain't never at home? When he get home, he too tired to even spend time with y'all. But he taking care of everything. You ain't got to worry about nothing.
Yeah.
Right? So again, what's the take off that? You see what I'm saying? So I'm not mad. Like again, I'm not mad that a man that can do that. Yeah. I think that is honorable, and if you're able to do it, I think that's a blessing. But please don't come back and say, bro, all men should. Because again, like I said, what are you sacrificing to do that for your family? Because it sounds good on one end, but is it good on the other end, bro?
Facts. I'll meet you on that. Now, another thing, Neo, he's sending out some critiques too.
I think I seen this about the females.
Yeah. He don't think it's natural to just be with one.
Oh,
he said he can't do it.
I didn't see that. I think I seen one. He was saying that some dude was celibate for 2 years.
No, that's Omarion.
Omarion, yeah.
Omarion said he was celibate for.
And he said more power to him. He said more power to him. He said I can't because he said right now he got 2 girlfriends. I think or something.
Yeah, man. Neo probably got 3. He probably, probably the third one probably recorded.
But here's the thing, man. This is what I be telling fit fellas, right? When we talk about this shit all the time on the show, right?
Yeah.
When it comes down to having women talking about I need a man that ain't gonna cheat me. This dude got money and he got women that don't mind being with him. Nick Cannon got 1,200 baby mamas and they keep coming and they can get another one. So women, there are some women that want one man. There are some women want a man that just gonna take care of them and they don't care he going to be with them. He can walk to your house and tell you, I'm going over a girl house across the street. She's like, okay, I'll see you get back, honey. Tell me I'm lying.
But that's also Neo and Nick Cannon.
Yeah,
like, I think if you got
it's
money,
it's the money. So when women say that what they want, no, not all women would do that, bro. Now there's some women that would walk away from a Nick Cannon and a Neo. They are, but there are a lot of women that's not gonna do that, bro.
They few in between.
That's what I'm saying.
I think what's most attractive to a woman anyway will probably just be that security.
Neo got 2 girlfriends. They both hang out with each other.
They do.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I saw the picture.
I think he was beefing with one.
Yes, I'm saying.
I remember.
He got 2 girlfriends and he hang out and they all hang out together. So again, women would, if you put it out there, fellas, there's a woman for you.
Hey, speaking of,
hey, Uncle Woman, how's it going, baby?
The woman for somebody. MTV. This is the last one for the day. MTV announced the woman for them to host their video award show. Shout out to Meg Thee Stallion. She can get a good little round of applause from over here. Yeah, bro. She got announced as the host of the MTV Music Awards for this year.
What you want, a cookie?
Where this stance come from? You want a cookie? You don't think it matters? That's a big deal. That's a big deal.
MTV music. Nobody watch MTV.
No, Joe. MTV. No, don't do that. Don't do that.
Ain't nobody.
They still have their award show. They are still very much acclaimed. You ain't gotta do that.
Bro. MTV was when I was around the Moon Man.
Yeah.
Nobody give a damn about no damn MTV awards, bro.
Joe. Yes, they do.
Nephew.
They do.
Who?
A lot of folks. MTV hasn't.
Who got the top artists at MTV Music Awards last year?
What you mean top artists? There's a lot of them.
Okay, but what the
best, they do it all
the best R&B artists last year.
Best R&B artist
for MTV Music Awards.
I think
male.
I can't tell you for sure
because nobody cares.
No, a lot of folks care.
Nobody cares.
That's a award show people care about.
Right.
Joe.
No, I'm gonna tell you why they don't care because the acts on it suck. Okay, people have acting. Bruh, you look at the MTV Awards.
No, I'm not.
The show sucks. You get that award, you can go to McDonald's and get your cup of coffee.
That's crazy. That's crazy. You understand? The MTV Awards is usually very.
Bro, nobody
distinguished.
watch MTV. Nobody cares about the MTV Music Awards. Stop trying to listen. You
People
can be the
care
one
about the MTV Music Awards. Yes, they do. Just because you don't, or you haven't heard from them since they stopped doing the videos, don't mean that MTV
Okay, so what
ain't.
So what do MTV do, bro?
They play reruns at this point. they play reruns of everything.
So Meg Thee Stallion is going to be the host of a TV show that pays.
It's not
rerun.
hold on, but the brand channel does they thing. That's still the music TV, music. I think either television, music.
I would say the BET
awards.
is way better. The BET Awards is better than the music MTV Awards, bro.
Nah, I say they about the same.
Okay, then
I say they about the
they
same.
both trash then. So let's keep it moving.
That's crazy. That's the last one, and that's the one you want to go on. They trash. That's crazy. Congratulations to Meg Thee Stallion. This is big outside of Joe Lockett.
Meg Thee Stallion.
This is big outside
your
of Joe
song,
Lockett.
Watashi wa Star, is big. That MTV music thing, baby girl, they should have gave it to you. You know,
They should have gave it.
Yeah.
To you. It's such a backhanded compliment.
But bro, Meg Thee
That's
Stallion,
crazy.
I'm gonna say Meg Thee Stallion should be on the stage bigger than the MTV Music Awards. Nobody. Anyway,
She was on the stage before. She got a few awards from them.
okay, bro. Listen, I'm old. I could be wrong. I just say it's trash.
That's like saying the People's Choice don't matter.
And on that note,
That's crazy.
bro, awards shows are not what they used to be anymore. Real talk. You know what I'm saying? The nostalgia, the class, the what you're looking for, like what they're gonna wear. Because you see these stars all the time, they're on social media all the time. So it's not like something iconic that you want to see anymore. The shows that people put on, to me, they don't really work on putting on the show. Like before, when the MTV and BET Music Awards used to go on, bro, you be talking about the award show, who came out. Janet Jackson did her thing, or Luther Vandross sang, the iconic people that top 25 R&B singers. You know what I'm saying? It was something that you wanted to sit in front of the TV and watch, right? You wanted to catch it, or you wanted to catch the rerun. Don't nobody really care about somebody's performance. Tell me the last performance somebody want to go back and just really watch again and again and again and again and again. You don't have it. You know what I'm saying? They singing a song that you can see anywhere. They done performed all over the doggone world, and they probably half performing it in most places. And when they get on MTV on the stage, they doing half the show because they're not paying them enough money, or they're not getting paid the money now. So they don't even use it as promoting for their brand anymore. If you ain't got the money, if you ain't hitting me right, or if it ain't gonna do something for my career, it don't work. Back in the day, that's where you got to promote your brand and show your stuff. And once you made it off MTV Music Awards, or you was on the BET Music Awards, you ended up in other places. That don't catapult your brand or your career anymore. It's just something that happens. So that's why I say, on a business level, it don't make a lot of sense to me.
I ain't gonna argue that.
Erica, like I said, no, back in the day, Beyonce, Tina Turner, Prince, yes, that was back in the day. I'm talking about now. Beyonce, if she goes on there, when the last time Beyonce been on the BET?
No, she has not. She has not.
She's not gonna do it. She's not, bro. She's not gonna do.
She attended BET.
No, when have she performed? She's not doing those shows anymore.
Hold on, but let's be fair now.
Those are iconic back in the day. That's what I'm saying. Those are people who had iconic. But listen to who you said: Beyonce, Tina Turner, Prince. Back in the day, I'm talking about now. That's like I'm gonna say it's trash. I don't want to say trash, but it's not good as it used to be. I think trash is a harsh word, but I'm going to say right now, but I don't think it holds the.
But that's where I go to where EB said you probably just not the demographic no more. Music has changed.
I'm definitely not the demographic, but I don't
think that take away from the prestige that a BET or a MTV had.
Okay,
it's just
I'm not gonna argue.
Nowadays the music just don't resonate.
I'm not gonna argue. Like I said, somebody tell me they got the BET Music Awards. I got a MTV Music Award. Like, okay,
God, dog. Congratulations. I ain't want that to be. Oh man, well, congratulations for a handout.
I gotta go, sir. But at the end of the day, bro, I really do think y'all should talk about when it comes to what was that first story you were talking about?
No, I was just talking. That was with Joe Budden and
the critiques,
Young Miami. Yeah, critiques.
Yeah, the critiques. Who can take the critiques, right? The men or the women, right? the most. You know, when a woman tells a man something, or a woman tells a man, what are you able to handle the critiques that come from that? You know what I'm saying? So if a woman tells you something about your career, or you should be doing something, are you gonna listen to it? You know, because you got some women that are high achievers, and you're like, well, if you know what you should be doing, you should go back to school. Are you cool with a woman telling you should go back to school, and that ain't something that you want to go do because she's going to school and she's bettering herself? But then she was okay with you when she first met you. You were cool. You had your swag. But then she started getting educated, started getting her career going on, and you still in the same place. Then now all of a sudden she wants you to better yourself. Are you okay with a woman telling you to better yourself? But you thought you was already better. Is that relationship gonna work? Or if the man doing the same thing, he started to better himself, and she's not doing anything, is it good for a dude to say that to his girl? You see what I'm saying? Right now, you dating somebody, y'all cool, right? All of a sudden, she gets her degree, she gets her master's degree, and you still doing it. She like, how long you gonna keep doing that little stuff?
Yeah, that's not.
Are you gonna be cool with that?
Yeah,
that's your girl though. She come in like, you know, so you still doing a little podcast?
Yeah, that's not critique.
What is it then?
That's
your girl.
You got to go, bro.
Yeah, I gotta go, bro. Hey, y'all do me a favor. Are you clicking over TikTok on in a minute?
I think so. If it worked.
All right. So I'm gonna get off of here, y'all. Definitely gonna go try to go on live on TikTok on another device here. I got to get up out of here. But if you guys can't find me, if you can't get up on the other device, go to Facebook, go to YouTube, and we're live right there. I got to get out here, guys. I love you. I will see you guys tomorrow. I'll be here for the whole show. Have a great show, nephew. I appreciate you, bro.
Well, no, don't need that. This looks like a slow. That's
keep doing the show and let the phone get his cane out. No idea. That phone right there, there's nothing on it, and it's the slowest phone in the world.
You know, that's what they do with the phones nowadays. They'll try to.
Oh, they can make sure you get low.
Mm-hmm. And you can't. Don't even try to process it no more. You update it, it's gonna be slow. But yeah, man, I don't mind getting to that topic. Can men or women take critique? Now Joe did bring up a situation. I guess it was a hypothetical about how men or women can receive or take critique. Now, for me, I would say I'm pretty good at taking critique, regardless on who it is or where it's coming from. Like I think critique is necessary if you're trying to get to a certain point. It's unavoidable, but there's a way to critique. Like I think if you have to go about it a certain type of way, it's not critiquing no more. It can easily be looked as judging. Like I'm not going to project what I feel or that I think somebody either needs to do or have in order to get off what I think is a critique. Like he made one of the examples. He was talking along the lines, hey, what happens if you're dealing with the girl and now she's getting to a point in her life where she going to school, she doing all of these other things, whether that is she got a promotion on the job, she got hell, who cares? She got something that was more positive or in a sense a good light, and now she thinks that you should be able to match her.
Also, I want to bring up, and I'm gonna try to chime in on the show, but this one I got a real problem with, nephew. Should single folks hang out with married if you're in a relationship with a girl, right?
Okay.
Should she hang out with a single woman? And should the dude hang out with guys that are single? Because those single folks be telling you what you should be doing in your relationship. If I was you, I got a real problem. I got a situation that I'm dealing with right now with that situation. Like, are you going to allow your are you going to do you? I guess a hard word to say allow. But
yeah,
are
that's
you cool?
wild.
But are you cool with your girl hanging out with her single friends?
And she with me.
And she with you. And then but you see that the tendencies that she started to have sometimes is kind of wild on the wild side. So are you cool with that? I do want to talk about it, but I gotta go, y'all.
Really? I guess so. He threw me off from what I was saying. Yeah, dog it. But yeah, man, I don't know. Man, what was I just at? He sure did just distract the mess out of me. But yeah, I think there's a certain type of level when it's critique and when it's not critique no more. I'm not going to deal with somebody telling me what to do, even though I'm not even that type of guy where you can't tell me this, yada yada yada. I'm a real man, yada yada yada. I'm not that type of guy, but at a certain point, you just telling me what you think is best for me rather than me doing it, I'm gonna receive it a different way. And y'all tell me, like, is it the same way for y'all? Like, if you're dealing with someone, is it a problem how they critique you? Does it matter the type of input? I'm finna get this TikTok up. I bet. But yeah, like, does it matter how you get critiqued and where it comes from? Like, I think for me, how I take critique is it's got to come with a certain type of rhyme or reason to it. Don't just be telling me something and you expecting me to do it because you said it. Like, I butt heads with my own folks about that. Oh no, I think this is the yada yada yada. I see this for you in this type of way. Nah, bro, I'm good. I don't take that type of critique. If you're gonna give me critique, let it be on something that, for one, you've already done yourself, and two, you got a good example as to why. And what I mean by that is, let the example kind of speak for itself. If I'm in the midst of it and you think this would be better for me to do, or that should be something I should at least put on the table to try, I think I'll be more open to a critique there, especially if you didn't, you know what I mean, or you don't have anything to do with it, or you kind of like backed away from it. I can take a critique from that. I can take a critique all day from someone that's doing what I do, but at a better level. I can take a critique from that. But you just telling me what it is that you think is best for me. I appreciate it. I ain't finna spit on it. But at the same time, no. I can care less what you think is best for me. But you guys tell me. I'm back up on TikTok over here. Shout out to the TikTok over there. Everybody coming in. But yeah, man, we talking about, can men or women take critique? And then eventually I want to get to the topic of, would you let your single friends, would you let your girlfriend or your boyfriend deal with their single friends? Now, I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know why he put that on the table. He really just threw me all the way off from what I was even going into. But yeah, the next topic we're gonna get into eventually. We ain't gonna be here all day. But the next topic that I was gonna get into eventually, would you let your significant other, whatever they is to you, whether that want to be your boyfriend or your girlfriend or your spouse, whatever they are to you, would you let them be involved or hang out with single people, like they single friends. I think that's a good topic to get into. I know I wouldn't be tripping on it. I if you going, because I'm a single dude, I'm gonna hang out with the folks because my best friend he married. He can hang out with me. I ain't finna get him jammed up. But whatever he chooses to do is what he chooses to do. I just keep it to the chin. But the premise of that was set. He was like, if you dealing with a girl that you really, really like, how would you feel if she hanging out with other females that are all single? And now you're starting to see different type of tendencies or different type of reactions or different type of motion, like everything that she got going on. Now she's starting to move like she's single than it is that she just being in a different crowd, if that makes sense. So eventually we're gonna get on that. I'll touch on that because I'm the single friend. All my friends are with somebody. I'm the one that's single and solo dolo. So I tap into it. I don't think it's no big deal though. I think that's something that anybody should be able to at least be able to understand. But yeah, man. Now back on the critique stuff. If I'm dealing with someone critiquing wise, and trying to think of a situation that I could use. If I'm dealing with somebody critiquing wise and they're saying that, oh, okay, so you do podcasts and stuff like that. Oh, you produce for things like that. What did I saw you being yada yada yada. I think you should leave that alone. It ain't really making you no money for real, for real. Why get into that when you can have more of a consistent streamline of money? Like why be in content when it don't seem like that's your thing? I don't know. That doesn't sound like a critique for me if I heard it like that. Honestly, I don't even think that would be delivered like it was a critique. I think that's telling somebody what they shouldn't be doing. And at that point, I'm the type of dude to say, who are you to tell me that? Who are you to tell me what's going to be productive for me or what I see for my own type of future? Like I have no idea why somebody would even think that was appropriate. Honestly, if I'm dealing with somebody and they're asking me critiquing wise, well, shoot, I'm gonna be honest with you. Don't even write that off like a critique. I think people got to really understand what's the difference between a critique and what judgment is. Like, to a point, yeah, critiquing could be judging, but also it's to help get better. Yeah, to a point, critiquing could be looked as negative, but at the same time, it's in a way for you to spin it positively. Like if I'm dealing with somebody like a Art Franklin, or if I'm dealing with somebody like a Joe Lockett, or if I'm dealing with somebody like a Trent, if there is three specific things each one of them can easily critique me on, that I'm in every last fashion with them individually. If Joe is going to critique me on anything, it will be anything as far as how he wants his show to go. For one, it's his show. And for two, we're part of the same type of show. So how we want things to go positively or the trajectory rise, yes, he has the whole right to say, I think it should go better like this. How you feel about implementing that? If I'm talking with somebody like an Art Franklin, millionaire, by the way, If I'm talking to somebody like him and he's trying to give me a critique on how to do business or how to conduct in different settings, different fashions, how to record different type of interviews or how to actually run interviews, for one, that's something that he's teaching me how to do. I also do, and he does it better. Like that's a valid critique. You would listen to it from that. If I'm listening to a guy like Trent and I'm playing football, he played football at the highest level, regardless on how you felt like it is, regardless on what you thought his success was. That was still Trent Richardson. If he telling me how to hit the hole while I'm playing football, or if he telling me how to condition or how to actually, you know what I mean, bulk up in a way where it's going to be healthy in football, he has all the right in the world to critique me. And each and every last one of them, I can't say anything about. If we going back to the situation, shout out to Cliffside News or Vibes, whatever I called it in a minute. But I mentioned in the news story what's going on with Young Miami and Joe Budden. She mad because of critique. I mean, whether you a friend of hers or not, or you know what I mean, on her side or whatever. And if you a Young Miami fan, not to bash y'all, I think JT is better. not to get at y'all, but if we really want to identify a more successful city girl, that would be the one. But that's just me. That's my own opinion. I like her music more. Either way, if we going based off of critique, or what I felt like is more a critique, you coming at somebody on how they delivered it to you and they've done it before, whether it was extremely successful or not, they have done it on every level that you have not yet. You have no right to just throw that out. Shoot, put it back on me for a second. Just because Joe hasn't become in what some folks' eyes is, just because Joe isn't seen like he's successful, or just because people don't all around the world know who Art Franklin is, or even if you go into Trent Richardson, oh, he was a NFL bust. Just because you feel these type of ways on the measure of success does not mean the critique, if they're not in the same field, is invalid. If I'm dealing with the girl and I have a critique on how our relationship should go, me and her are in the same relationship. And if we want it to go good, critique is valid. If she coming to me and she's like, yo, bro, I feel like you should be more vulnerable. Yo, bro, I feel like you should be a lot more delicate to people's feelings. Hey, big dog, I think that you don't know how to handle me. I don't want to cut nothing off. I don't want to come at you like we are enemies. I'm just letting you know how I want to be handled from you, how I want the trajectory of how our relationship is, how I want that to go. I think it's time to talk about it and put some honest critique on the table. Now, I could be very immature and I could be kind of butthurt about her telling me, oh, you don't know how to handle me, just because I don't like how it sounds. I can be butthurt because she said I'm not vulnerable enough. Well, baby, I just talked about this and that and that. And then now you're starting to give off excuses. Now it's, oh, but this and that, other than addressing first why they feel like that, getting more of a perspective on it, and then adding to it. If I'm so quick to my excuse or my examples, but most folks will probably call it an excuse. If I'm so quick to my example it's only going to be looked as an excuse. Shoot, when I remember I was dealing with Art. It'd be funny if he watched this. I was dealing with him, and I was legitimately sick. I was sick to my stomach, snot, bubbles, coughing. I probably had COVID. I ain't even gonna lie. I probably was not supposed to be outside, but I was dealing with him, and I messed something up. I legitimately messed it up. And he didn't call it then because he didn't know about it until it was too late. And now he's in the midst of having to alter things based off of my mess up. So now we have to have a conversation about what I did. If I was to just be going off, oh, well, I was sick and this and that and yada, 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 that would be completely throwing back in his face like what he had to adjust to based off of what it still was that I messed up. That would make it seem like that didn't matter. So he had to come and check me. And I had to eat that to the chin. It ain't feel good because I thought I was gonna lose my job. But I had to take that to the chin. Or no, it wasn't to get at you, young fella, but I got a yada yada. Honest critique. But if you don't know how to take it, critique is only going to be looked as judgment. If I was looking at what he told me about what it was I did wrong, other than a critique and like it was judging, then I would be feeling real butthurt because, oh, you should understand I'm sick. Oh, you should understand I felt like this. Oh, you should understand I got problems or car problems. Oh, you should understand yada, 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 because life is happening for me. Like it's not happening for everybody. I think a lot of folks get a little bit too butthurt on how they take critique when they choose to accept it. And I don't think everybody try to understand it. To a point, you got to try to understand critique. If I'm dealing with somebody and let's say, for instance, I need to let them know what it was that I feel they could have done better. If I'm dealing with, sorry to shout you out, NECA, but if I'm dealing with NECA and I'm teaching her how to produce and I'm teaching her how to set up lights and I'm teaching her how to run the mics and get everybody levels and shots and all the other stuff that I do on a whim, if I have to critique her, I would like for her to understand that it's not personal. Just because a critique can hurt you does not always mean a critique is personal. Only way I'm making a critique personal is if I'm using personal information against you. Is if I'm using what was sensitive and I know it's sensitive in order to get at you. That's the only way you can take a critique personal. And at that point, it's not a critique no more. That's just antagonizing. But just because a critique can hurt does not always mean a critique is personal. If me and NECA are very in tune to what we got going on as producing wise, like we got the same type of fire with it. If me and her take this really, really serious, but I then critique her, even though she might feel a way about how I did that, to a point, it still has to be received in a way where we both can still be productive. But a lot of folks sensitive. A lot of folks don't like to feel a certain type of way. I'm trying to put my name, put a word to what I'm trying to say. But a lot of folks don't. A lot of folks want to feel good all the time. In business, you can't do that at all. In the creative entrepreneur field, what I'm noticing, you can't do that at all. Shoot. for normal folks, if you dealing at at the workplace, at a job, you can't do that at all. So at no point in your life are you really able to just not feel, you know what I mean? At no point can you just sit around and be upset with feeling a certain type of way. Because if you're a real adult, you can't really, nobody's really gonna care how you feel. And to a point, if you're trying to be productive, it's never gonna matter how you feel. Shoot, it's days with me and Joe, we'll be going back and forth with me here before the show. Oh my God, he makes me sick. We'll literally be going back and forth for, if I get here at 2 something or 2 o'clock on the dot, and we have a conversation where we really going back and forth, and then critiques is involved in that, me and Joe will be full blown yelling, going right back and forth at each other for 2 hours straight. I mean, I'll be heated. and he'll antagonize. He made me sick. He'll antagonize me even more, knowing we getting closer to the show. But at the same time, guess who's not finna go nowhere just because he upset? Because just like how Joe wanted to be successful, I do. Shoot, I debate him on that. I think I wanted to go more successful than he do. We'll have legitimate days where I'd be like, man, come on. you playing. You want to get up and walk and do all this other stuff, man. Sit down. Oh, dude, do your job. Your name won't know. We'll literally be going back and forth. And he'll be like, man, I feel like nephew, you should be doing this and that. You know what I mean? You ought to try to give the news a shot. That was a legit critique. I remember when he told me that. We was outside the studio. He was, hey man, you and nobody else got that timestamp where people is talking about the news and what's going on. You'll be the only time slot for it. I'm like, dude, I don't like the news. I'm like, dude, bump the news. That crap sucks. Bro, I could care less about anything going on in the news. What are you telling me? I need to, what? Yeah, man, because when I used to do politics, you know what I mean? I used to sit in on anybody show I can and talk politics and yada, 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 and yada, yada, you. I'm like, man, I don't even like politics. It's like, dude, you got me doing something I don't really care about. I was like, bro, I want to be into music. bro, I want to talk about arts and stuff like that. I don't do no relationship stuff. Legitimate, shoot, this was a critique from a week ago. Hey, man, I think you should hold the show a lot longer. Bro, I can't hold the show long. Bro, I don't even like talking to your audience. They're like, bro, what am I to do with them? First off, all of them old to me. Second, they do not give a, they do not care what I got to say as far as this. I don't want to do this. This is not the lane that I'm in. This is not who I'm a goofy dude. If I get on, the last thing I want to talk about is something serious. If I'm doing any type of show, the last thing I want to be is serious. I'm strictly here to entertain. That's my whole MO. I don't want to do nothing but entertain somebody. If I can crack a laugh or crack a joke on something and we all laugh at it, great. If you choose to laugh at me, even better. Bro, I don't care about nothing about no relationships. Bro, Ninja, I'm single on purpose. That sound like women. I'm single on purpose. Last thing I want to do is talk about a relationship. But Joe saw the potential to what the show could be. You'll hear him on the show all the time, even though me and Denise, shout out to Miss Denise, even though me and Miss Denise will ignore the hell out of it. Joe will say at any time, this our show. Me and Denise would be like, well, it look like it's Joe Lockett on the show. But anytime you ask Joe and it's involving his other hosts, he'll say this is our show. And what I see for us in order to make a good show, a great show, why don't you try doing this? Why don't you try doing that? Why don't you expand it so you can do what you want to do better? Literally, he made me sick to my stomach when he told me that. I'm like, what? Why don't you try to do what it is that you don't like really well? That way, when you do something that you do like, it's 10 times better. Case in point, I do not care about half of the stories. I literally have to dig for stories I can make entertaining. Consider this the fourth wall broke. Whenever I do a news story, I promise you, it's only because I found something interesting with it. Never because I really think it's interesting. I found something that was interesting with it. Having this stuff I don't care about. Yo, I only brought up the Joe Budden and Young Miami one is because I know that specifically. I listen to Buddy podcast and I listen to everybody else podcast that he jumped off. Shout out Rory Jamal and shout out to Savon. They don't know me, but hey, I'm a Patreon for every last one of y'all. Yo, I know his situation, so I can make that be interesting for somebody. But I promise you, I don't care about nothing going on in politics. And it's probably bad to say that. I promise you, when it's half of the stuff that we're talking about up here, as far as relationships, if I haven't went through it, it's literally pins and needles. You're digging for nothing but crap. If I haven't went through anything relationship-wise to even talk about it, bro, I only know about this content because I work with Joe. It is never because I literally take this crap serious. Like, literally, I don't know if you noticed, it'll be some days on the show, I'm dealing with Joe and he'll go on a topic. I'll let him cook. Because I promise you, I have nothing else to add when it's time for a marriage. like when he brought up would you let your significant other be with single people? I had to literally bring this into what I had to go through. And it's even hard then. That's why I'm like, I don't care. If my girlfriend is hanging out with single folks, good for you. Just don't be a hoe. That's literally all I got to say about her. I promise you, when I'm out and about, I'm going to be out and about. I can care less if my friends are single or engaged or even or even in a relationship. I'm not getting nobody jammed up. I'm doing my own thing. Critiques. If I took everything that folks I looked up to or folks that I have a revered amount of respect for, or even folks that I'm competing with, if I took everything they said to me personally, I do not think I would be in a field, for one, where I feel like I'm starting to be successful in, and two, I do not think I would even have found one of my goals and actively been doing it. Because I can't take critique. I would have been quit this. It would have been a wrap. There would have been nothing else for me to do if I couldn't take a critique to the chin. Shoot. Shout out Funny Man. If I couldn't take, and he probably don't even know I knew this. There was an instant with me and Funny Man. Shout out to Funny Man, where I was doing the setup. I'm green behind the ears producing at this point. Not even as good as I am now. I'm fine with it. I ain't even gonna lie. You ought to retry me. Not gonna lie. You ought to have your boy if you're doing some live events, Funny Man. I got you. But I was green behind the ears and I was setting up for Trent. We all the way behind, man. I mean, we behind schedule. Ain't nothing set up right. I'm fidgeting and funneling through stuff. I ain't even got that set up right. We behind. And it happened more than once. Ever since then, Buddy has not been working with us. Now, granted, the TR3 podcast is on hiatus right now. We will be back. Because football season get ready to start back up. And Trent, if you're watching this right now, football season getting ready to start back up. We need to go ahead and kick this off. But yeah, man. Green behind the ears. I can see how he was with that. And then he didn't like it. Sometimes you got to be able to read in between even a solid critique. Yo, bro, I do not like being behind schedule when I need to set up for a live event. That's an honest critique. It's too many sensitive folks, bro. Way too many sensitive folks for me to literally just be like, wow, you said something and I who are you to yada yada yada. Yo, bro, shut up. If it's valid, it's valid. Shoot, lastly, before I even get off of critiques, I'm the type of dude that'll take a critique even from you if you're not even involved in it. Shoot, I'll throw out a name, Joe Blow. Or Joe Smo, whoever. If he was to come to me with a critique as to how he feel my show could be better, granted, I'm gonna look at him like, I don't care. Ninja, who are you? You don't even do this. You've never even been a personality. Who are you to tell me how my show should go? And you don't even do this. But it come to find out that maybe his advice was pretty good. I'm not the type of dude that'll throw that out. Like I said, bro, I think critique is valid if it's not personal. You just got to get out of your feelings. Folks got to stop being sensitive to stuff. Folks got to actually listen to what's being said and mentally apply it. If it don't fit up here, then it should never be happening outside. It should never been an action. If it don't fit up here. So, that's my thing about the critiques. Now, lastly, as far as topics, shout out to Joe with that topic. He was talking about, would I allow for a girl that I'm talking to hang out with her single friends? Yeah. So sorry to be so anticlimactic with it, bro. I could care less if she hang out with her single friends. Like I said, as long as she ain't being a little slut bucket. You ain't making me seem no type of way. Go ahead. I hate to make that sound so uninteresting. But yes, Like, I'm not the type of guy that's going to be that type of self-conscious. Now, because he said on the other part, what if she started to act in certain type of ways where she's moving like she's single after hanging out with single people? And I think I'll use this as a case in point. Let's say, for instance, you're dealing with a girl or you're dealing with a dude and they out with their single folks. And in the midst of being with their single folks, now they acting as a wingman or they a wing woman. Oh, now they flirting with other folks there. Now they're wearing stuff that can only bring attention. Me personally, I ain't even gonna cap. Because me saying that right now, I wish you would. I wish you would. But let's say they did started to go, my girl did start to go out, and now she wearing a little bit more revealing stuff. She got the yams poking out. Now, 9 times than not, the girl I'm dealing with anyway, she gonna have some yams. So she can't help it. But you purposely want something that was gonna bring the yams out more. Like you may got the yams, but you want something that highlighted it. So it's like, oh, okay. Like that? And now I got to double check. You going out with who? Oh, okay. What? Oh, girl. And you know what messed up? I can't even judge nobody for real, for real. This is why I'm a gutless flip-flop on this. I am absolutely terrible on this. If I know that you hanging out with a friend that I know is a little slut bucket, like we done already hung out with each other and I done seen how she move, and this the little heifer you want to go hang out with on a girls' night? Oh, man. And then you wearing something that got you right? You wearing something that got you looking fine? I mean, you're poking. You can, if you stand up straight, you made a period. Like what? It was P for period, bro. I don't know, man. Speaking about it out loud, I don't know. I want to say I ain't gonna feel no type of way, because I know I ain't gonna be moving like that. If the shoes was reversed, I know I'm not gonna move like that. Nah, am I gonna wear the gray sweatpants that day? I'm probably not. Now, am I gonna wear the little 5 jeans? I might do that. If I got my arms right, it might just be a tank top. But then I don't know. That they go back to how you trust somebody, and I guess they go back to how you view their friends. I think it's important to view somebody friends or get an idea of them. I think that builds a certain type of comfortableness that I think anybody should be able to have, and I think that should be understood. If I'm using me as an example again, shoot, my best friend, like I said, he's married with kids, family, and he is very, very, very close with his wife. Like, if I wasn't the best friend, I'm sure she is. Shout out Destiny, family, sis. But yeah, if her first interaction of me when he was presenting her to me, if her first interaction or feeling to me was that I was one of them wild dudes, I barely would even talk to my best friend. I barely would. I wouldn't even be able to go to their family functions because I move weird. And sometimes, depending on how far you go back with somebody, they might feel like they obligated to act like they usually do. I think that's a key component. A lot of folks, if you in this situation, don't really think about. If I'm dealing with my homeboy and I got a girl, but my homeboy kind of move like how he move. And when we head out, we want to act as how we used to be. And how I used to be single. I know I got my girl at the house. I know she chilling. I know she cooling. But I'm with my homeboy right now, and we go back. And it could be I go back with old buddy way further than you. So when I'm out in the I'll say strip club. If I'm out at the spot, if I'm out at the spot with my homeboy, I might feel like I'm obligated to act like how we usually do. We cooling. We chilling. It's a vibe. Yo, bro, if we going to the bar, I got you. I ain't gonna holler at nobody because I got one. You feel me? I really, really like old girl at the house. So I ain't gonna pull nobody. But if you need a wingman, if you need somebody to look out for you, I got you. I'll take the ugly girl. Go ahead, do your thing. I got a little ugly on the side. I get her a drink. I make sure she drunk and send her on her Uber. Do your thing, big dog. I ain't going home with him. It's just even when I think about it, I think most dudes, and maybe I'm biased because I'm a dude. Sue me. I can care less. You easily say I'm wrong at this, but I think dudes handle being with their single friends. I think we handle it a lot better than how females handle it being with their single friends. Like if I'm a dude that got a girl, but I'm with my homeboys and everybody's single, I'm not gonna throw my girl under the bus. If anything, I'm gonna probably be the party pooper and be like, "Oh man, here go Cliff, all in love." Oh man, here go Cliff. We can't holler at the girls tonight, cause Mister I'm in love over here don't want to hang with the fellas for real. And I'm gonna be like, "Nah, man, I'm good. I just can't talk to nobody. You feel me? I really like old girl. You feel? That's my old lady. What I'm supposed to do? I like my old lady. So in the midst of the function, you know what most of those dudes is gonna do? They're gonna be real chill. They're gonna be real quiet. If they do got to get a girl, it's gonna be the ugly girl at the table, and they barely gonna talk to them. They're gonna do enough to get her attention, so everybody else cool. And then when everybody going their separate ways, he doing this real awkward walk away, and he going back to his girl. He just looked like he's single. Don't let it be that you look good that night and you really, really like your girl at the crib. Don't let it be that you look good that night. Now you finna get attention, but now you still gonna be moving awkward, and everybody gonna see it. All your homeboys is gonna see that you is the most awkward dude here. All cause you in a relationship and you in love, but you decided to come out with the fellas tonight, and we ain't want you to stay home. But you decided to still come out here tonight to act like you was in love. I get it. That's what most dudes is gonna do. It's only few and in between that's gonna move like they ain't never had a chick at the house, or move like they ain't never, you know what I mean, took the girl serious and they just in a relationship to be in one. And even then, as your homeboy, I ain't finna shake up paradise for you. I'm cool. I'm gonna take it to the chin. I'm gonna make sure I shut up. You probably did get like 2-3 numbers in the function and left home with somebody else. Look, I'm going to hold it down for you. But y'all females, y'all, some of y'all can be trifling. Y'all ain't doing that type of etiquette when you with your single friends. most single females when they with their single friends, and I could be wrong. Like I said, I can easily be wrong. Well, most of y'all females that's with your single friends, when you are out with them, 9 times out of 10, you is out. I'll at least do this. 8 times out of 10, you out. You already look like you single. You finna be dancing. You get too buzzed or too drunk. You're not gonna care who you dancing on or with. You're gonna look at somebody the right way, and you might even be drunk in the face. But you looking at them drunk in the face might just be the right way. You're gonna try to match energy, or you just gonna be very susceptible to however this dude come off. And the reason why I know that is because I do that. I do that. I'll wait. I don't even go to clubs. But if I'm at a function, period, and it's lit to a point, if it could be a bar, it could be a party, I don't care. If I really wanted to get somebody, I can. Yeah, look, don't let you look good to me. I can care less if you got a man or not. But you look good to me, and you out there with your single friends, and you're moving like you're single, and then you give me the eye contact energy. Oh, it's a wrap. My whole goal is to make sure I leave out with something, whether that's you, whether that's the number. It's gonna be something. And as a single dude, I mean, that's just how I move. I can care less if you got to do it at the house. You ain't acting like you got to do it, but most of y'all ain't gonna act like you got to do it. Most females are not gonna act like they got to do if they with their single friends. That's just me though. Don't come at me. I can easily be wrong. Don't care if I am. I'm just saying what I have done and what I have experienced in being out and singing a single female out with her single friends. If you caught on to that. A girl that's unsingle with her single friends is not going to act like a dude that's not single with his single friends. Those are completely two different atmospheres. Completely two different. One is a party pooper. One might out turn up everybody single. I'll leave it at that. and I wish it would. I'll make it a clip. Who act worse? A dude in a relationship with single people, or a female in a relationship with single females? You tell me. I think it's the latter, but that's just me. Now, as the person in a relationship with them, how would I feel about that? I'm gonna be honest. I feel away. I feel away. But it go back to critiquing for me. I know how to take that on the chin. And if you start moving like a cheater, I handle you like a cheater. But if you real clean about how you do your stuff and you ain't bringing problems back to me, I'm cool. Just don't tell me. I don't want to care. I do not want to know just how much single type of fun you had. Just make sure you come back safe. That's my only thing. If I have to hear about other stuff, there's going to be other problems. But you cool, you chilling, you came back straight, I'm chilling. As I know what I'm going to do when I'm out there. So that's just me. That's just me with it. Not nothing to be long-winded about. That's just how I feel about it. I don't think I don't think that the two are even because they don't handle things the same way. And I'm only talking about people that's really, really serious about their partner. I'm not, don't include people that just going around smashing anybody or just cheating all willy-nilly and they claim to be monogamous. I'm not talking about them. They are nowhere near an example. Neither should they be important. I'm only talking about the folks that considers their partner, that are really serious about who they're with, and treats it like such. You just so happen to head out that night. Now, if we want to go down a tangent, I'm gonna be honest with you. A girl's trip and a guy's trip are completely different trips. A girl's trip and a guy's trip are completely different trips. I think they are a scale higher than how it is with a girl's night out and a guy's night out. I think those trips are just a grade higher from that. So if the dude gonna be a party pooper while we at the function on guys' night out, and he keep talking about his girl, and everybody else is trying to get some girls, but you keep talking about the one you got, it's gonna get annoying. But I can write him off. It's gonna be a little, okay, cool. You all in love or whatever. But I'm gonna still be able to enjoy you in a different fashion. Y'all girls trips, bro. I only heard horror stories from y'all. Y'all, them girls trips have made a lot of men supervillains. Them even a girl's night out can make a dude a supervillain, but them girls trips have made a lot of supervillains. So, bro, I man, if I'm comparing the two, I have no further comment outside of I don't mind it. Don't bring no type of crap home to me. Don't tell me how much fun you had. Let me know you had fun, but don't be specific. Don't be like, well, we did this and that, and then I got this and that. I always, for some reason, and I hate it. I hate it so much. I always deal with folks that like to over talk. Just because they know I'm going to listen. Just because they know, Clip cool. I can tell him about anything. I promise you, I don't care that much. Don't make me care that. Don't make me care too much. That's a whole different Cliff. That's little subtle crap. And I know it's real weird and it's quirky for me, but hey, shut up. That's my weird and quirky. Okay. Cliff don't care like that. Don't make me care. That really I'm going on a tangent. That really irritates me. Just because I'm that cool dude that will listen to anything does not mean I'm retaining anything. I'm just really good at seeming like I listen to people. I promise you I ain't gonna be able to recall it. Like when this show get done, don't tell me what I said. I'm looking at it like, dog, he said that. When this show done, don't be like, oh, well, I remember in the show you, I did. That's crazy. I promise you I'm gonna be about my business in about a few minutes. Bruh, like don't put me in a state or in a mode where I have to flip that switch because serious Cliff is just a different type of Cliff. He's not as approachable as the Cliff that don't care. He's not as approachable as the Cliff that don't care. Like me, if I don't care, I'm gonna be laughing. I'm gonna make a joke, it's going to be something there to where you're going to be comfortable enough to waste whatever time you need to with me. I promise you, you're going to be wasting whatever time, and it's going to feel like you made time well spent. I promise you wasted it. But it's going to feel like time well spent because I'm going to make sure you feel good about it. No, it's going to be lighthearted, even if it's serious. It's going to be lighthearted enough to where you can talk about it. Bro, you get me to care about something I do not like, it's going to be me and Joe all day. It's going to be a 2-hour-long, drawn-out conversation that I overanalyzed every last word you said. That's just me. But yeah, man, that's a wild tangent. Please, any girl that I deal with, don't tell me about the girls' trip. For real, don't tell me about the girls' trip. Do not tell me about the girls' night out. If you safe, if you cool, if you straight, keep a ninja posted. Great, you did your job. As long as no dude that messed around and hurt you, or you in some predicament where you in danger, I don't need specifics. That's literally probably the only time I need specifics. If you in danger, somebody trying you distraught, it gotta be an emergency for me to even condone a logical explanation as to what you doing. That's the only way. If you on a girls trip and if you on the girls night out, everything else, go ahead, do what you gotta do. But I ain't tripping on that. Those the only two. Because I promise you, I ain't getting into specifics on mine. I wish I would. I'm not going to go into any type of explanation on what I did when I was hanging out with the boys. I'm a lie to you. I say that a lot on the show, but I'm so serious. I'm a lie to you. Libras be lying. I'm lying for your sake. I'm lying to you. I am never going to tell you exactly what was going on. I'm going to give you the information you need, what you want to hear, and I'm going to keep what you don't need. I'm going to make sure it sounds like it was better or it was worse than whatever it was. Yeah, baby, man, I was hanging out with the fellas. You know what it is, man. They doing their thing, hanging out with folks. Yeah. I ain't do nothing. I just had my drinks. I sipped. I was chilling with the fellas. I watched the game. I'm never going to tell you I was giving some ugly girl energy. You don't need to know that. You never need to know I was playing wingman for one of my homeboys. You don't need to know. I'm pretty bad. Joe and Miss Denise are bad influences. Look, that's not the data you want to collect, man. That is not the data you want to collect. But yeah, man. That's literally all I got to say on that. If you guys enjoyed the show, because I'm going to wrap this up. If you guys enjoyed the show, have fun with it. If I was good if I was perfect wasting your time material, go ahead and hit that like button. Make sure you do share it. Make sure you share the clips out there too. We got a ton of clips out. If you missed anything, make sure you hit the bell icon and you subscribe to all the stuff. Yo, we everywhere. If you're seeing this on any type of live posted anywhere, you can always hear us at any time if you go to Spotify. Run them up too. Man, with that being said, this is the Joe Lockett Show. But I'm Cliffside C. I stay with the vibes. With that being said, man, we out of here.